Alright, what's good, you guys? It's your boy Marquees.
And it's your girl Leah.
And welcome to an episode of Let's Unpack. Hey, so today we are talking about what happened since we had disappeared from YouTube and basically what's been going on in our life.
Yes. So, as you guys know, we have not been posting consistently at all. I want to say we stopped posting consistently back in, I want to say, was it September?
August. August?
Yes, August.
Yeah, about August.
Yeah, August. It's been a lot.
Yeah, we just wanted our old content to marinate. Yeah.
So, we just haven't been posting. And I think we should start off by saying...
Why?
I'm going to speak for myself and then I'll let him speak for himself. So, I want to say we stopped consistently posting because Marquise started working around that time when we stopped posting every single day or every other day, and I think that was back in what, March, babe?
Yeah, we were still dropping stuff, but like around April though, that's when I actually started working my job. That took a lot of my time away from being able to create the content and then, having the energy and everything to be able to do that with the family.
Yes, and so we started, I started focusing on shorts, and so that's when I started doing 3-marker challenge. I don't know if you guys check those out, but you can.
You should.
That's just me and Sky doing 3-marker challenge, and then Marquise did one. But it was really hard for me to transition and start doing content by myself. And I think honestly, it was because I wasn't being myself. I was thinking about how to incorporate us as a whole instead of just incorporating us how we function in our daily lives. By doing that, I became having a writer's block, feeling like everything has to be perfect, feeling like, like things like that. I feel like it really took a toll on the YouTube. I feel as though not only that, but like Marquise picking up a job and then me not having a job and having to worry about how we're gonna pay the bills, how we're gonna pay the water bill, how we're gonna pay the light bill. That is just a sum of why we start slowing down of being consistent from my standpoint. What about you?
I was the only one working, so I'm over here working 12-hour shifts and then having to come home and everything. That was just a lot. It's like I'm working Monday through Friday. And the only time I really get off is on the weekends. So like I'm leaving the house at like 6, 7 o'clock and not getting back home until like 9.
That time, yeah.
Yeah, basically. It's a lot. Then that for me, like I said, to find the energy to want to just sit there and do videos. Like some videos, probably be able to see how tired I am in a minute. Yeah. That's what she got on me a lot about.
Like he was falling asleep during videos, so it became very frustrating.
Boy, tired is around nighttime. I'm not like right now. It's late. You can see in the back. It's dark. Like
the time's also changed.
I should be. It don't matter. I should be asleep right now. Anytime it's dark, I'm asleep. That's why I feel like that's one of the main reasons why we really slow down. But it's not that we really are trying to fade away from making the content, or we don't like enjoying it, or we don't enjoy doing it. Like it's fun, and then
I love doing the content. I love recording. I love editing. I love.
Oh yeah, she loves all the editing.
I love seeing like what we can do.
Doing videos and everything is fun. It opens up new stuff to your family and everything, like new stuff for us to do.
That was like us like doing activities, and that was us actually enjoying doing those.
But then at the same time, when you have to create a video, and it has to be a good quality video for people to actually want to stick around and watch you.
Yeah, it takes a little longer to.
It takes longer to do, and then that kind of creates people butting heads and everything in the family. So it's like, I don't feel like arguing with you right now, so no, I really don't feel like sit here and try to corroborate no video with you.
And at first it was fun. Yeah, even though we've been doing YouTube since what, for
about a year.
So we're working on our 2-year mark.
I feel good about it though.
I do too.
At the end of the day, like if you go through our video, like if you go to our page, we have over like almost 100 videos, Sean?
I think we're working on 200 videos.
200? Damn, I'm lowballing over here, guys.
When we started a year ago, we were dropping videos.
Videos back to back, especially in Christmas. Malia was really pushing those videos every day, making sure that we did some type of activity and everything, which was fun. Like I said, making the hot cocoa video.
Doing the elf on the shelf.
Elf on the shelf. Oh my gosh, that spaghetti video of us eating that. That was disgusting.
That was disgusting.
The cold spaghetti and chocolate syrup.
So that sums up why. So we're gonna talk about our first year down in Texas.
You know what I'm gonna say? We ain't never been to Texas. It's like with only one income coming in, and then with the area we were in, the rent was quite high. Rent was $2,100 $96.
$96. Yeah. For $100 for electric bill in Texas.
Because it's what? Hot.
Because it's hot all the time. All the time. That's crazy.
So y'all can charge us extra money because it's hot. Oh, it's hot. So let's ask them for a little bit more extra money.
And we're not just saying because it's hot. No, we called and said, why is our electric bill just jumped up $200 in the middle of the summer? Oh, because it's hot outside.
It's hot outside.
What?
And I don't want anybody even kind of saying, hey, the ACs are working overtime. Bullpucky.
$200? That was crazy. I want to say that it was all about bills and electric and this, that, and third. It wasn't all bad.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I love the weather. I love going outside and every single day. It's sunny. I love the sun shining in. It was beautiful.
We went to a lot of fun places. SeaWorld. Where else we went to? Kalahari. Where we went to the beach.
Yes.
We went to, I was about to say Legoland, but.
No, we wanted to go to Legoland. At the aquarium, we went to see the Christmas tree lights.
Oh yeah, we did go to that aquarium.
Yeah, we went to the aquarium. That food was trash.
They restaurant is garbage. It's not worth the price. How you sea place? Like you take care of fish, but your scallops are chewy.
Everything about it was nasty. Maybe it was just that day. I don't know.
Whoever's working was trash. I ordered 2
2
different dishes and still do. Have me feel like it was all burger. Trash. Garbaggio. Throw it away.
And then we did took the kids to the park. We found this really nice park, but it was like an hour, maybe like 45 minutes away. It was a good minute.
On traffic.
It was a good minute away. And I found this really nice park that I love for the kids. And then we went to quite a bit of places. Okay. Quite a bit. And our first year there, I felt though that our first year was what you expect in a first year. You expect not having it all together. You expect learning, the new city and exploring.
Getting lost,
stuck in traffic, just stuck. We got stuck in the flood.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got stuck in a flood. Like,
I made it through that, but I was getting it.
Thought my engine was gonna flood.
I'm getting home. I ain't staying on here.
And so one thing I really most enjoy staying in Texas, in the area that we stayed in a really nice area.
I was about to say that.
We
I didn't know what she was about to say.
We stayed in a really nice area where our daughter Sky stayed in a very good school.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I ain't never rated nothing this high. 10 out of 10.
It was a very, very, very good school. And I still get
great
emails.
teachers. We get emails.
I still get emails of them doing like really good things. They got a father-daughter dance coming up. Just like it was a really good school.
Teachers knew how to communicate with us and everything. Basically made Texas home and everything.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that. One thing I didn't enjoy was just all the heat. The summer was really hot. The summer was super, super hot.
106 is ridiculous. 106 degrees outside. That is ridiculous. Like,
so hot.
I know how when you cook dinner in the oven, I know how they feel. Like that is not good. It makes you feel sick.
So that is what I think our first year in Texas. We experienced what we were supposed to experience, and the first year went exactly how it was supposed to go.
Why are we talking in past tense?
So we're talking in past tense because we no longer stay in Texas.
No longer are in the, what was it, 4677?
No, it was not.
4757
77433.
77433 area code, baby.
We no longer stay in Texas.
We don't no longer shop at HEB.
We no longer shop at Target there in Texas. Because I love Texas.
Way better Target.
Yes, way better Target. I truly am going to miss Texas. I want to say the biggest reason why we left was financial. Our financial stability just was not there. We had no stability of our income, and I feel like it was the worst that it ever been. I want to feel like It was like when we first got our apartment. When we first got out of high school. In 2017. I feel like it was like that. Because back then, I only worked at Bath and Body Works, only making like $10.50 an hour. And Bay had his like construction jobs and just like jobs.
They taking a lot of money out of taxes because of what type of job it was, but garbage.
So it was kind of like that all over again, just trying to find
Your
our
footing,
place.
basically.
Yeah. So I feel like it was like that all over again. And we had plans. We came up with plans. Like when one plan ended, and then we knew that it was not going to work, we went to another plan, and then eventually, like we just ran out.
The alphabet ran out.
It just there was nothing we can do. There was nothing we could do. It was really hard because all our money was going towards bills. It was going towards bills, and it was super hard. It honestly was. And I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys watch my TikTok lives, but I would go on live and I would stress about not having a job, me not being able to find a job, and just there was literally nothing that I could think of that I could do. I'm not a hairstylist. I don't do hair. I don't know how to do hair, and so or nails. So I thought about that when we went down there. Like I want to say, like when I started thinking about that, I started thinking about going to school to do hair. Signed up, went to go. I was gonna go view the school and everything, and I'm just like, I ain't got the money for that.
Exactly. I even took the time out while I was going to work. I seen that like a medical school that she could have applied for. Trying to reach out to them, see how financial aid work and everything. Yeah, and I reached out to them, and I was gonna do medical assistant. It was only gonna be like a 6-month course. But when it came down to the pay, I was gonna get like $15 an hour, having to pay, what was it, like 52.
Was it?
It was up there. Like
it was high. It was up there, like probably like.
Right.
Yeah. It was 50, in the thousands. Like it wasn't 50 grand.
50 grand.
It was not 50 grand. No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It was like 15.
15 what?
I think it was 15 grand. Or was it?
I could have was like.
Or 5 grand.
If it was 5 grand,
it could have been. It was not 5 grand. It was up there.
We could have did 5. 5 was 5.
It was up there. It was up there. It was a high price.
That's what I said.
Where it was just like, okay, they give me the money and I pay it back. And I was really thinking about doing it because I literally couldn't find nothing to do. And
you could do that from home. It was like an online course and everything with that.
But I felt like our money didn't hit. Our tax money that we were supposed to get, that we were betting on.
I didn't get that for a whole year.
We didn't get that. It didn't come. We filed taxes and it didn't come. And so our plans didn't work. Our plan was to get our tax money, which was gonna be a decent lump sum. So we wasn't betting on a couple $2,000 or $3,000. It was a decent amount of money that we're gonna drop on our rent so we can feel comfortable. So we can settle and still find jobs because we had 6 months. We did have like a 6-month grace period where we didn't have to worry about the bills. We didn't have to worry about rent.
But you know what we did for those 6 months? Oh, wait. Before we even did those 6 months, while we were still in Fort Wayne, what was we doing before we got down there?
We were grinding.
No. I mean, like, as far as filling out stuff.
Oh, yeah. So before we got down to Texas, applications.
All day, every day. We're literally at the crib.
Wait,
scrolling.
You talking about in Fort Wayne?
Yes, at Fort Wayne too. After we get off work, after we did everything, scrolling.
Yeah, we're looking at Texas jobs.
Application. And we're trying to focus them in a general area in Houston because, you know, Houston's a big, huge, wide area place.
It's so like Houston got cities inside of cities, so you can just be anywhere.
So, like, we're filling out application after application, looking for places to stay the whole time. While we get down there, we're still taking an extra 2 weeks to look for places. Yeah, I think we stayed in a hotel when we first got down there for 2 weeks. We were looking for jobs. We were looking for places to stay, and we found places to stay, apartments to houses. And then when it came down to the final decision, we didn't have a say so where we stayed.
which I'm grateful. We still stayed in a nice area. Just wish that I was part of that decision about where we stayed and where we was gonna stay, and the price that we were gonna pay. Because I feel as though that also played a big role.
Like I said, 'cause that was more than what I was already paying by myself back at home. So basically, after the 6 months that we had, and that's the 6 months that we took to build up our YouTube to get it to a point where basically we are able to try to
monetize for it.
Yeah.
So we monetized our channel. We grind for those 6 months, and actually we got monetized before the 6 months. We actually got monetized, I want to say, in December. Yeah. And that was so exciting.
Like, so basically, as soon as a little bit after we got down there, we hit monetization.
Yeah. So we were dropping videos back to back, just uploading. We were uploading videos before we even got to Texas. So we were doing all types of videos to try to get it monetized. But we knew that we're not going to be paying bills with YouTube.
Exactly.
That just not
right away. Just oh, I got money. No,
that was never an idea that we put in our head. Our idea was to work, and that's what we do. We work. We are two people that work full-time hours.
We're full-time parents and we're full-time workers.
Exactly. So that was another thing, not having childcare. So back in Fort Wayne, we had childcare. We had Sky in daycare. Caden was just born, but he was on the waiting list for the daycare Sky was going to, which was a level 4 daycare, and it was a nice daycare at that.
Nice people.
And Caden was on that waiting list.
Just having to deal with all that stuff, and then me personally have to take on everything. As far as, like I said, once again, having to take care of everybody and everything, and dealing with everybody's emotion, that's a struggle in itself right there.
Yeah, it is. Especially on, just one person at that, because if I can't handle that much stress, like how can he just handle that much stress? Plus more. So he always held a job, and every time he got fired from a job,
I never went too long without a job. Always, man. I've been working since I was able to work. I was working since I was 16. Yeah. Even before that, I was working for my grandfather, technically growing up. It's like I made sure I got to work with walking, bikes, mopeds, cars, asking family for transportation. Always had a job.
He always made sure that his family was straight, no matter what.
Like I might have to go out and do some extra odd jobs and everything, but I'm not just out here sitting around just waiting, hoping for somebody else to take care of me. Ain't never been to a situation like that.
Exactly. We never want to put ourselves in a position where someone else is taking care of us, or we are depending on someone else to take care of us, because that's too much power in somebody else's hands. That's too much things somebody can feel like they can say about somebody, because it's like, oh, I did this and I did that and I did that.
Basically, if somebody knows that they are your lifeline, basically,
they feel like they can say
anyone wrong, because you need me. It's not the other way around. I don't need you, you need me. So anyway, I feel in any moment it's justified for me to do. And you should have no say about it. You shouldn't feel no type of way about it.
And I didn't want that. I didn't want nobody to have that much power over me. So we decided to leave. We decided to leave Texas. I don't feel like that was the way things ended was the way I expected it to end. And I feel as though that we did the right thing, because we were facing eviction. We was facing homelessness. And all we had to our name, all we had to our name was a car.
And some Uber account. And the DoorDash.
Yes.
I my DoorDash.
That's all we had to our names. We didn't have any money. We didn't have anything. The whole entire time in Texas, we were on food stamps. Those $600 grocery hauls. Food stamps. I don't care. We were on food stamps. And the thing about it was, when we went to Texas, we made too much money and we were not able to get food stamps. You know what I mean? So coming from a place where we didn't need food stamps, and we had jobs and we had money, and we had money even stacked up to like literally spend our savings and spend, just basically just not have nothing. We came back
No.
To nothing. And I feel as though
That's emotional.
that was our rock bottom. And for me as a mother, I'm gonna do everything I can before we touch fucking homelessness. And I know you as a man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna have my family out here living in no car. You know, like say, even if I gotta live with family members for a certain period of time, if that's the case, I'm willing to do that. And if it did come down to the situation where we didn't have the opportunity to live with somebody, we'd have been cool regardless. We'd have been in that car until we stacked up that bread and we'd have got something else. We'd have been good regardless. But it's just like,
yeah, we weren't gonna risk our family lives because Texas is crazy, first of all.
yeah, like say if y'all are listening to everything, y'all might say, well, why didn't you do this or why didn't you do that? It's like we went through every option we had. Like I said, we grinded out on our DoorDashes day in, day out, even after I got off work, hours with the kids in the car having to come with us to make sure that we had enough
In a
money. Hot car, cold, well not cold car, but
It was hot.
hot. You know, just being bunched up for a certain period of time.
Pretty much sometimes like all day.
3-4 hours.
It
And like
was
say,
longer than that.
something, yeah, on the afternoon.
4
after
hours
work.
was like 2 hours.
Basically, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's depending, especially if it wasn't really getting orders like that, and you have to wait. But it's like that's one of the things that we had to do to survive. It's like even with us, it's not like we wanted anything, expected anything from anybody. It's like we're literally asking for work, but basically everyone that we asked for work denied us.
Yeah.
So we really didn't have any options other to when we had the ability to be able to come home and go back to something that we're familiar with and actually get back to a situation where we can financially take care of ourselves to a certain extent. That's what we had to do. So at the end of the day, what's best for your family, you should always do, no matter how that affects somebody else. If they're not willing, if they're not making sure that your family's straight, their opinion shouldn't truly matter to you. At the end of the day, the people that you live with and you lay your head with is the most important things. But on the same note, if you're able to help somebody in a situation where it doesn't affect your family, it won't put you out, it won't make you starve or anything like that, I don't see why you wouldn't want to, or who wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, so truly, that's like he said that exact thing to me when we have to really sit down and actually talk about what are we gonna do.
She didn't want to leave at first.
I didn't want to leave. I really didn't want to leave. I wanted to stick it out and I wanted to try.
But
and because we only had like what 3
months.
3 more. We only have like 3 months left, and I like if that.
But
I think it was like 2 more months, 3 more months. And I did really want to try, but at the end of the day,
there was no way to do it.
There was no way. Like, we needed pay stubs, okay? We needed pay stubs. We needed money. We needed to show proof that we're actually working so we can apply for another apartment, apply for another home. And we didn't have that to provide.
You know, you need to make 3 times the income in Texas. So how could one person's job be 3 times the income?
Like, it wasn't gonna work.
Get Texas fast.
Yeah, and Bay had his job, and he lost the first liquor reason. And we, like, when he got his job, it was like I think a month or 2 in, that's when I actually started feeling a little more relaxed.
Oh, but like as I was actually working?
Yeah, like that's when I started feeling like, okay, we got it. We got pay stubs. We can work through it. I just gotta get a job. That's how I felt. And then he came home early, and I was like, what you doing here?
They sent me that.
And I was like, what?
They called me an Uber. They kicked me out like I was they was done with me.
It's like they call you an Uber. Like I thought he was lying.
They got their little sensation off, and you know, just told me to leave. But it's like I was at work every day, working hard, but you find little small reasons to nitpick with me compared to somebody else that be late every day. Like I always say, I'm not about to make no job to ever keep me. If you feel like you don't want to keep me.
I was like, you didn't say nothing. I was like, you didn't try to fight for it.
No.
I was like, you didn't try to say, I'll do better next time. Like, I was so mad.
I feel sorry that you feel so I'm not doing it adequately enough, but from my standpoint, if I'm out here 12 hours out of the day, I'm interacting with your customers, they don't feel disrespected by me or intimidated, I'm doing my job pretty well. You're not hearing no bad results coming back from me. So why are you trying to find the smallest reasons to have a problem with me?
Exactly. So I felt like me personally, when he came home in that day, when I tell you guys, I was so upset. And I think it was at the fact that I was thinking it's the fact that they fired him, but I was showing him like, dude, I'm mad at you. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me because you lost your job. That's how I felt.
Hey, I can't do
and then I had to like, step out, and then I'd be like, I'm sorry you lost your job. But then it was just like, he was just playing the game. It was just like, okay, so what you gonna do next? Like, that's kind of how I was looking at it. And so it got to a point where he was filling out applications, but I'm like, you haven't got a phone call back? Let me fill you some applications out because you're not doing enough. I was like, even though I was going through the exact situation, because it took 6 months just for him to find a job. 6 months just for a job to call him back. So for me, it's like 7 months, 8 months. Mark, it's like 7, 8.
Nice, good little vacation.
Mark, and I still don't have a job. So this man just lost his job. So what I did was got on Indeed, filling out hella applications. Not only for myself, but for him too. I was filling out nothing but applications for him. I was like, you gonna be a pool guy. You gonna be an electrician. I'm about to, like, I literally Googled how to do like a perfect essay. Not essay, but a resume. And it was just like, be very descriptive about your job.
We even redid our resume.
Yes, we did.
Changed our information, everything.
And I don't know if it was because they seen that we were out of towners, that they didn't want to give us a job, or
I have worked in different experience fields. I worked in fast food, I worked in factories, I worked in construction. So it's like I worked in carpeting,
cabinetry.
Exactly, cabinetry. I basically did almost everything.
Yeah.
That has to do with hands-on work, any general labor job. But I'm not getting anything back. I'm not getting anything for any HVC apprentices, cable companies. Oh, we'll train you. I'm not getting nothing back.
So yes, we did move back home. We now stay back here in Indiana. And when I tell you that it's depressing, it's so depressing. It's been. I want to say that it was very depressing. For me, on my standpoint, I was depressed. And I want to say that I am still sad and I'm still hurt about the situation. But I want to say that right now, like, coming back has been so hard for me. And I want to say, like, even for, like, Sky, she expressed how, hurt she is. And I know Bae expressed how hurt he is.
I did for like second, maybe first day as soon as we got back. I had an actual anxiety attack.
Yeah.
I ain't never had an anxiety attack. Like, I'm cool under pressure, whatever shit. I mean, stuff happens or whatever. I say mentally myself, don't think it through and everything. But after I thought about where I had to stay, well, at least where I was staying for the short time being. I didn't want to stay there. I just never felt in a comfortable position, even after all these years. I didn't really stay there like that. Like, I can spend some time there, but I had my first anxiety attack. I was like, man, we can just spend some money, go stay in a red roof, a week-to-week basis type stuff.
I made a motel, and I was like, no, babe.
Like, we do a motel. It's the same thing as a hotel, but it's a motel. It's a little it's more safe on your pocket. I'm just saying.
Most safe
on your pocket.
So when we got back here, when I talked to my mom about we were coming back and stuff,
beforehand.
Yeah.
What about a month?
I want to say like in the beginning, like around September 8th, September 7th.
Oh, you talking about when you first got down there and you just explained how you?
No, that's when we were still in Texas, and I was telling my mom that hey, we're deciding that we're gonna have to end up moving back.
Yeah, so like a whole month in advance.
Yeah. She was like, well, you and Marquise then, and y'all, we can make some space, and y'all can stay with us, and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, no, I think that Marquise is just gonna stay with his family. And she was like, well, I'll still clear out the space. And I'm like, okay. You know, we finally got down there, and like I said, it took us a couple weeks just to, you know, get settled in there, and the second week rode around. And it was like, oh, Marquise can't stay here. And I'm like, well, he really don't plan on staying here, you know? Like, she kept just bringing it up. And I'm like, well, he really doesn't plan on staying here.
Never brought it up to me.
So I was like, okay. So time goes on, and then he said that my mom texted him. I was like, my mom texted you?
Well, I'm at work. People always want to text you something while you're at work. I never. That's one of the most annoying things ever. Somebody texting you something that knows you're gonna get you upset, or you know you gotta have a conversation about. Why you at work? Like, when I'm here, you ain't got nothing to say to me. Or you can talk about some random other stuff. But when I'm gone, is when you decide to hit me with some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Great.
So I'm like, okay. And then so it came down to when he got back or whatever. It was like, Marquise gotta leave, da 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 da. I'm like, well, I need my car. Like, it's fine. He doesn't have to stay here. I need my car for tomorrow, so he's just gonna stay another night. You know, remind you, all our stuff is at this house. And a big ordeal happened that didn't have to be pushed the way it was. I didn't like that. I really didn't. And especially, like, it was already, like I said, it was already hard. And I was already depressed.
Second time somebody tried that stuff with me. You know, you can be so respectful to people, but then they still just be disrespectful to you for no reason.
And want to play victim.
Like, oh, you did that. I never called you out your name. Didn't raise my voice. I tried to call you sir. In both regards to the people of one person we're not mentioning, and then the person that we are mentioning, that you can infer from her information. I never disrespected y'all. I never said anything crazy to y'all. But for y'all to feel so that y'all can say anything that y'all want to me, even after years of being with Malia and all this stuff that me and Malia has grown through and basically grew up together and became adults our own way without a lot of guidance from our parents, from our own, just us growing up on ourselves. But
Marcus has been here with me through everything.
Like you said, C-section.
I don't know where to start. Like, even before we had kids. Okay, even before we had kids, we were together 2 years before we had kids, and he was with me through it all. Marcus was no longer allowed to be over at my parents' house after they told him that he was not allowed to stay there. Which, like I said, it was fine for him not to be able to stay there, but he didn't have to. He wasn't thinking about staying with my parents. But
Stacked up nights.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My dad has his own personal issues and why not. But anyway, I want to say, then I felt like that was like one thing that was a little after Sky's birthday. And then so after that, it came down to having like the holidays come around, and
Trash those.
our holidays the past year sucked. And I am so big on holidays, and every holiday I always try to go above and beyond for holidays.
She really do. Like I said, like me, I'm cool. Like I said, I'm a laid back person. I'm cool with the necessity, wasted essentials and everything. But she wants to go out and do all the Christmas trees. I'm cool if you just give me some stuff. You don't gotta wrap it. I'm like, here you go. I'm cool, but it's just that we didn't really get to experience it as a family, or as relaxed as I would want it, or as hyped as she would want it, because. Like I said, just because of how people are, just how people is. You know how they always say blood's thicker than water, but then you scroll down Facebook and somebody always got an altercation with their family. Like I can see why. It's like even with certain stuff, even not just on her side, with my side, it's like your family, they love you, they might be there for you, but it's just that in our community, I feel some more. It's like. It's not as happy support as more as like I'm doing
like you
it
get
out of necessity.
Like you get more of the negative hear of it before you get anything positive. I don't feel like we were welcomed home with opening arms. I feel like at some points, yes, but But I feel like some points, no.
Yeah, I said a lot of stuff you did, a lot of things that they did. Yeah, of course, that would be open and supportive.
Yeah.
But the commentary that comes along with all that just doesn't show the same energy, basically.
Yeah, like I'm so grateful to been able to move back in with my family, and at a brief moment having to move in with Marquise and family. And I'm super grateful because we never have to be out there on the streets and sleeping in a car with 2 kids. Like, I'm super grateful for having, you know, been able to have the opportunity to not sleep out there on the street.
When you get your own spot, your own family, you are separate from your family technically. Because like I say, everybody has their own life. Everybody doesn't really get to see each other. So that little time that you do get to spend with each other, I feel like that should have been more of a bonding moment and more of an experience. I'm trying to make it more happy. It's like, because we don't get to see too often, but now that
we're going for a whole year.
We was going for a whole year.
We got a lot, like, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. And then when we're here every single day, oh, I'm ready for you to leave. You're here too long. 3 months, that's too long. Like, we were getting a lot of that. And, oh, when you're leaving, when your apartment's ready. Like, it was a lot of that.
Like, do you really expect us to not want to have our own house?
Yeah, do you expect us that we don't want to live on our own?
We moved out at 17, 18. As soon as you were legally able to do anything on your own, from the start, we was out here trying to do stuff on our own. So that's hard. It's not like a lot of our friends that got to even have kids and still stay home with their parents and stack their money up to be able to put towards buying themselves a house,
buying a car.
That's what I'm saying.
Going on trips, going to Florida.
My part, no, I don't even worry about the trip. My part is, like I said, I wish I could have been able to stay home. You know, yeah, I still stay with my parents. I got a kid. Me and my girl stay here, but we're all saving to buy an apartment, a house.
Yeah.
Like a dude I used to be cool with. I watched his Snapchat story. That's what he did. Him and his girl, they had a son, a beautiful child, and everything. They saved up and they bought his house. It's like, I hit him up a couple times. Yeah, I'm over here fixing the irrigation on my house. I don't want to fix the irrigation. Irrigation is expensive, but shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm over here putting up a new shelf in my house. You know, renovating the house and everything. You know, but eventually that will come on time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that. Yeah. So we've been through a lot, you guys. We've been through a lot in the last couple months. And I really wanted to record like bits and pieces of the walkthrough journey that we were going on, but it got so toxic.
Like I said, I just wasn't feeling it at all. I just felt to myself personally, I feel like this ain't what we
this is not what, even though it's our journey, and
that's not what we promote as a family on our stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
we weren't a family. We were separated. We were separated. We did not stay together for a while. And then when we did stay together, it wasn't in the best situation. And we were working strong hours. Like, I was working 50 hours a week. You know, like, we were working. Like, we were working towards something that we didn't have time to record. I didn't have time to edit. I didn't know how to come out and tell you guys, hey, we're not in Texas anymore. Like, it wasn't a happy moment for us. Like, yes, it was the decision that we made, but it didn't make us happy. And it also, like, how do I come back? Like, how do I come back from this? Like, how do I come back on the channel after being gone so long and just up and disappeared, and now we no longer stay in
exactly Texas. And then now we come back with the same content. It's like, oh, the happy family, but now we're in a whole different location, a whole lot of stuff that's happening.
And I tell you guys, I feel as though we told you guys that we're leaving. Why can't we tell you guys that we're back? And I just wasn't ready to tell you guys. And then my father, Ruli, decided to tell you guys, or not even y'all, because y'all are our family. You know, y'all are my family. Whoever is subscribed to this channel, y'all all our family.
Exactly. You find something in us that you see that you are worth one to, let me go ahead and click on the subscribe
Exactly. button. Let's go ahead and, look at this content creator, and like, I don't care if it was 10 of you guys. I wanted to tell you guys the way I wanted to tell you guys, or we wanted to tell you guys where are we at, what are we doing, why did we disappear. But my father decided that it was a good idea to post a video about me coming back home, and feel as though that he can sit there and post me at a state where, first of all, I was unhappy. I I literally got off of a 12-hour shift, and actually I think I was getting, that was like probably like 1 in the morning, maybe 12 in the morning. It was really late.
It was late.
My parents crossed boundaries that shouldn't have been crossed.
And don't see the boundaries.
And feel as though that, I feel as though like now that we're settled into our own space. We're not settled into our own space, but that's gonna be another video. We're not technically settled into our own place yet, but I wanna say that being back home has been very difficult for me and very hard on me because Halloween came around and I didn't spend Halloween with my siblings like I wanted to.
It got snowed too bad.
It was snowing that day too, yeah. And then Thanksgiving came around, did not spend time with my family.
Where did we go?
I think we went to your uncle's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was like,
I could have been my own food. Appreciate it though, but.
And then
I could have been at home.
Christmas.
Okay.
I didn't spend time with my family, but Marque's mother decided to come over, which I'm so grateful for because his family is my family. And like I said, but I still didn't spend that Christmas with my family, if you know what I mean. And it was really hard, guys. Even like us breaking it down the way we are, it's still a lot more to everything. But we're trying to give you guys just a gist without saying too much, to let you guys know what kind of happened.
That even that you could be experiencing some of the same stuff, or some of the stuff happened. That you're not the only one that this happens to.
Yeah, it's okay to start over. It's okay to move to a whole new city, and it doesn't work out for you.
That's
but
fine. You can go somewhere and move just for a year too. There's plenty of people that go, oh, I'm gonna go live in New York for a year. I'm gonna go stay here for a year. That's fine.
And I told him that I was like, what if we just do that? Like what if we buy a house here and then we just travel other places and know that we actually have a home to go to, so we never have to stay with anybody else ever again. So yes, so with that being said, happy New Year's, happy 2024, you guys.
24.
And I hope you guys had an amazing year, 2023, and I hope you guys have an amazing, better year, better you, and honestly, I hope this new year bring you guys all the love and the joy and the peace and healing. So now that we unpacked,
make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, keep coming back for more. And in our next video, you're gonna unpack with us in our new apartment. Watch where we're really about to get settled in and where we really take the channel to a new direction.
Yes, so with that being said, happy New Year's, happy 2024, you guys. Thank you.